Sometimes Hollywood gives actors a second chance to revisit a role that didn't sit right with them the first time. And that's exactly what happened with Alan Cumming, whom many fans remember as Nightcrawler from X2, X-Men United. Back in 2003, he brought the teleporting mutant to life in a way that fans absolutely loved, but behind the scenes, the experience wasn't so magical for him. In fact, Cumming has been pretty open over the years about how miserable it was working under director Bryan Singer, who has since been disgraced for a number of controversies. He described filming X2 as awful and miserable for a variety of reasons, even though he still considers the movie itself a great film that he loves. It was one of those situations where the end result was iconic, but the journey to get there was far from enjoyable. Fast forward to today, and Alan Cumming has returned as Nightcrawler in Marvel's upcoming mega-movie Avengers, Doomsday. And this time, he says the experience was completely different, even healing. Speaking in a new interview, Cumming shared that stepping back into the role after all these years, in his 60s no less, felt really good. He called it amazing and even admitted that in a strange, almost emotional way, it helped make up for how terrible things were the first time around. He said he never imagined he'd be doing superhero stunts at age 60, but he had an absolute blast. The production worked around his busy schedule with the traders, so his scenes were shot quickly, and he couldn't stop praising how kind and supportive everyone on set was. Complete opposite from his first go-around. And here's where it gets even more exciting for Marvel fans. Alan Cumming isn't the only familiar face returning. Avengers, Doomsday is shaping up to be one of the biggest Marvel films ever, bringing together legacy actors from the X-Men films, including Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, Kelsey Grammer, James Marsden, and Rebecca Romijn. Yes, the mutants are officially colliding with the Avengers in a huge way. On top of that, the film will also reunite MCU heavy hitters like Robert Downey Jr., Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan, Paul Rudd, Tom Hiddleston, Letitia Wright, Winston Duke, and many more. It's essentially Marvel's biggest crossover event yet, and it's only the beginning because Avengers: Secret Wars is set to follow just 1 year later in 2027. So what's the takeaway? For Alan Cumming, reprising Nightcrawler wasn't just another job. It was a chance to reclaim a role he once loved but had painful memories attached to. Now, he says it's been a joyful and healing experience, which makes fans even more excited to see him back in action when Avengers: Doomsday hits theaters December 18, 2026. Marvel is clearly swinging for the fences, and if this is the kind of star-studded event they're pulling together, the multiverse saga might just deliver the most epic superhero story ever put on screen.